What's up, Watchers? Magnus here, and today we are finally back with some more Return of the Blossoming Blade, episode 83, chapter 83. And if you want more exclusive read-alongs, then you gotta go to my YouTube, or you gotta become a YouTube member, or you can join my Patreon. Also, every link is in the description and all that shit. But yeah, let's continue on with this awesome webtoon. So, Prince. The Phantom Sword Thief. Sopronka. 200 years ago, he was known as the greatest martial artist of the generation before mine. His grave is called the Sword Crypt. And your sect wants to find and excavate it? Just so. Then you really are a band of grave robbers. But why go to such trouble? Many have claimed the title of the greatest martial artist in the realm. What makes the Phantom Sword Thief special? Why not the Blossoming Blade? I heard he's pretty awesome. I thought Wudang hermits were above such nonsense. A cadet sect of Wudang was recently struck by a burglar. In the process of tracking down the miscreant, we obtained a certain treasure map in his possession. Upon deciphering the map, we found that... Let me guess, the treasure lies somewhere near Nanyang. That is about the gist of it. You know its approximate location, but have yet to find out exactly where it is. The matter had to be investigated, but a swarm of Wudang hermits descending to Nanyang at once would raise questions and set others onto the scent like rabid dogs. And that is why this entire debacle was sparked. Debacle was sparked. To let your disciples search for the crypt in peace with no prying eyes. Am I close? Uncannily so, actually. That makes sense. I thought it strange that Wudang would choose to die on a hill for a minor region like Nanyang. And then what? What are you hoping to find in this so-called sword crypt? That's not something I can divulge. Also, before I forget it, if you want to read it yourself, as you can see, it is on webtoon. You can't divulge? Is that so? Oh, I think it is. What, you want to end up like your buddy over here? Spill everything you know, and you may walk away unscathed with your little friend here. He doesn't look unscathed though. Yeah, but you're still unscathed, aren't you? Art adaptation by Lyco. Original story by Beggar. The sword thief was called thus because he literally stole his opponent's blades. He was a man of unknown origin with no sect to speak of. One day, he appeared out of the blue to challenge the best swordsman of the realm to duel. Okay, so we are looking for just a crypt full of swords to find what? Excalibur. And upon besting each and every one of them, he seized his defeated opponent's beloved weapons as his prize. Though there is no telling why a man who lived 2 centuries ago would have done such a thing. Legend has it that he stole the weapon of every master of note at the time and vanished just as suddenly as he came. Okay, so we have lots and lots of treasure swords. We believe that the weapons seized by that Phantom Sword Thief were most likely divine weapons. Okay, mysterious powers. It's an interesting tale for sure, but I find it hard to believe that the many martial arts masters of the time would give up their weapons so easily. Apparently it was all part of a wager. If the Phantom Sword Thief won, he would take his opponent's weapon, whereas if he lost, he would return all of the weapons he had taken. But none of his opponents ever defeated him. Again, just so. Once he vanished from the martial arts world, a strange rumor began to spread. You see, it was said that the Phantom Sword Thief had hidden his spoils of battle somewhere. Not only that, he made that vault of treasures his final resting place, and even stashed his martial arts tomes there. And now, whoever discovers the sword crypt shall rule the realm. Ugh, enough of that. I can guess the rest. Oh, I see. It's yet another common fable, not unlike 100... Damn, stupid Siri. It's yet another fable not unlike 100 others I've heard before. From what you're telling me, the only difference is that this one happens to be real. And your sect wants to find this so-called sword crypt in order to claim the divine weapons and the phantom sword thieves and martial arts tomes for yourselves. I suppose you could say that. Is that so? So that's what's going on. Precisely. Now you understand. Yeah. Well then, you can have him back. I'm going home. You seriously expect me to believe that bold-faced lie? This is all your fault. What have you been teaching your junior brothers? No! What are you talking about? Stop this at once! I told you everything I know, I swear. Take me for some gullible fool, do you? Oh, I see. So what you're saying is you didn't tell me any lies. However, you weren't exactly forthcoming about everything either. Am I right? No matter. Just sit back and enjoy the show. I'll soon have this useless sack of potatoes awake and singing like a bird. You would have me believe that Wudang's so desperate for some thieving bastard's weapons and martial art styles that he went to all this trouble. The great Wudang sect. If your sect founder could hear you now, he'd leap from his grave and land a grand harmony fist right in your face. A young lad like you shouldn't be telling lies every time you open your mouth. Now look what you're making me do. Stop! You're going to kill him at this rate! Good. Why else would I be doing this? You think I wouldn't be able to find the sword crypt without your help? Think again. I can see right through every single one of your lies. I know for a fact that one of you still carries the map too. Why else would you stay behind when everyone else has left? All I need to do is snatch the map from you and have it deciphered by someone else. But before all that, so Starfart, you're going to pay for treating me like a fool. He gonna die. The immortal physician! The immortal physician? What'd you say? What? The immortal physician! That is the true identity of the phantom sword thief. The immortal physician. The legendary sage from 2 centuries ago, whose master of alchemy was said to be unparalleled across the realm? That's right. The one whose medicine is said to have been potent enough to revive the dead? And gobble down primordial panacea pellets, a medicine superior even to Shaolin's great rejuvenation pellet. Like it was a common snack? You mean that immortal physician? Huh. The immortal physician, huh? Yes. That must be it. Now it's all starting to make sense. The immortal physician. While he was renowned as the realm's greatest alchemist, there is shockingly little else known about his identity. The height of his alchemical prowess was such that he created the primordial panacea pellet, which is said to have been far superior in its chi boosting potency in comparison to Shaolin's renowned great rejuvenation pellet. To those who value chi and martial arts above all else, the primordial panacea pellet is quite literally a priceless treasure. Even a century ago, any mention of the discovery of a primordial panacea pellet would trigger a bloodshed. There were countless martial artists of the Central Plains who did not hesitate to kill for a chance to ingest the fabled medicine. Now, if the sword crypt really is the tomb of the immortal physician himself, it is entirely possible that it contains alchemical recipe for his primordial panacea pellets. Also, might be more panacea pellets there, you know. Are you quite certain? How do you know that the phantom sword thief and the immortal physician were indeed one and the same? I suppose there's no use keeping it a secret anymore. It's abundantly clear from that look in his eyes that he won't let us go until I reveal every last detail. The immortal physician may have risen to the apex of the martial arts world, but his prowess was hardly anything of note. In fact, there's very little known about any martial art he may have practiced. In other words, that means he defeated the strongest warriors of his day without employing any particular style or technique, using his unfathomably deep chi reserves alone. Even during his lifetime, there were many who doubted he was the immortal physician. The wealth of rumors surrounding the phantom sword thief. Eventually all fizzled out when the legendary doctor himself denied such accusations. It was only after his death that an acquaintance of his courtly revealed his identity, which remains known by no more than a handful of martial arts sects today. And now there's one more in on the secret. I've given you every shred of information I have, young master. I beg of you, please let us leave here in peace. What? I can't do that. What? What are you talking about? I told you everything. Yeah, but you're witnesses. I can't leave witnesses. Would you leave witnesses? Yes. Well, good thing I'm not you then. Leave here in peace. Right, of course I will. You've certainly earned it. I'm a man of my word, if nothing else. I will lead you right off the cliff. Wait, what? Right off of what? Right off the cliff. But before you go, hand over the damn map. I'm sorry? What? No, wait, the map was not part of the deal. Indeed, it wasn't to start with, but think about it. You lied to me, and now I need extra. Considering that you morons have no idea where the sword crypt is, even with the map, do you really think I'd be able to find a place by scouring through the entire Nanyang region without it? I'm sure you'll agree that's quite unreasonable. After all, that's why you've given me all this information. And once I let you leave, you'll come back with a whole army of Wudang hermits to hunt me down again. Well then, I'd be on the run from your sect and no closer to finding the sword crypt. You wouldn't want that, would you? Of course I would want. I mean, no. I'm telling you, it's only fair that you hand over the map to me so I have a chance. What manner of reasoning is that? Besides, I can't. That map is. Oh, you refuse? Well, you don't have a choice. I will take it if you don't give it to me. Are you saying that you'll threaten and rob a fellow acolyte of the Taoist path? Obviously. Have some decency as a Taoist yourself. Decency? Now that's a hilarious word to hear coming out of your mouth. Oh. Senior brother. The choice is yours. Either you give me the map and return safely to Wudang to fight another day with a horde of fellow hermits in tow, or I bury you in the ground up to your neck and you wait here until I find the sword crypt for myself. Why can't you just take the map from him, kill him, and bury him so far down, and we're done? Well, which will it be? You already say you don't have any decency or honor, so why keep him alive? As a Taoist, it is only right that I renounce any attachment to material objects. Of course! Makes sense. Oh my god. Holy shizy. So if I got this right, I have to decipher the coded map for the right to enter the crypt. Is that it? I don't know what's supposed to decipher this. Okay. Where do I even start? Where am I right now? Where did I go? Holy shit. What a clever little trick. Immortal Physician, you cheeky bastard. But I'll bet he never expected someone like me. There's a reason they called me one of the top prodigies in Mount Hua's history. This is no challenge at all. Yes, it is. I don't get it. No! Duh! What kind of nonsense is this? I can't make head nor tail of this thing. It doesn't look like sword strokes. There's a map. Where? First, we need to know where we are. Stop cringe. Okay, where are we on this map? And then we need to figure out what we're looking for. The crypt is everywhere. Oh my god, the crypt is all over the place. We just need to dig down. I'm a prodigy at whacking people over the head. Not pouring over dusty old codes, damn it. Whatever. I'll have them take care of it. In any case, I made a complete mess of Mujin, or whatever his name was. And even took their precious treasure map, which means those Wudang hermits are sure to come after me in droves. I hate to admit it, but even I would struggle to face them all at once in my current state. Which means I have about 3 days left at most. 3 days. In that time, I have to find the location of the sword crypt and enter it before Wudang does. Why didn't you just get rid of all the witnesses? That would at least buy you like a week, or at least 2 more days, or at least 1 more day, I don't know. If only I can get my hands on a recipe for the primordial panacea pellet. Mount Hua could easily take his first step to rising as the greatest sect of swordsmen once again. But first, time to fill my belly for the adventure ahead. Who needs pellets when you have rice balls? Should we not go after him, even if it's too late? He's sure to have gone in pursuit of the Wudang contingent, which means we might run into him if we retrace their steps. Even if we did follow him, how will we stop him? What makes you think we could stop him? That's a good point. What grave sin did I commit in my past life to deserve a junior brother like him? How could you be so sure that he went to cause major trouble? How could we not? I mean, I know full well that he's capable of it, but I doubt he'll bite off more than he can chew. Besides, every time Chungmyung was the source of trouble, there was a good reason for it, nor has he ever failed to clean up the messes he made. What of the suffering we must endure in the process? Good point. How can she stand there so calmly and drink tea at a time like this? He's a strange one, to be sure. Here he comes. Huh? Oops, seems I misjudged the angle. Did you destroy the house? Is it truly so difficult to enter through the gate? But first things first. Can you, what? Steven and Ellen. Hee-hoo. Everyone, get around! We're already gathered around. Where have you been all this time? Out. In conclusion, it's up to us to decipher this map. If not, we're done. Hold on. Before we speak of deciphering anything, what did you just say? What? No, we need to decipher. No, before that. Deciphering. No! Before decipher. Oh, you meant as I kicked the shit out of all the people from Wudang and sent them back so they're coming with an army. Yeah, not important. Who did you beat senseless to take this mystery map from them? I told you. The one they call Clear Streamblade. You mean the Clear Streamblade of Wudang? That's what I said. Must I keep repeating myself? Then what you mean to say is, you casually went and robbed the Wudang sect. You utter fool! Have you no regard for the consequences? Even a child could see that Wudang will retaliate with their full might and fury. I mean, I know that much. Let go of me! Relax, all is well. I wore a mask to hide my face. You're wearing the sword of Mount Hua! Huh. Heaven help us, you may as well have gone and plucked the Emperor's nose hairs too while you were at it. Oh, I did do that. Why did you have to go and steal from Wudang of all places? Senior brother. No, he would be like, you might as well have plucked the Emperor's nose hairs. What the hell would I do with the Emperor's nose hairs? Senior brother. Are you honestly telling me that you can give this up? That you can hand over untold treasures to those Wudang hermits instead of taking them for ourselves? Then should I return it to them, even if it points us to the immortal physician's tomb? Even if it grants us the secret of the primordial panacea pellets. This is a poison bait. I'm certain of it. Yet even so, I want it. It's a bait that I cannot resist. Why did it have to be the primordial panacea pellet? How can anyone refrain from taking such an extraordinary bait? Someone who only makes safe choices their entire life will never see beyond their horizon. Sometimes it's necessary to take action without pondering the matter from start to finish. In other words, he who dares wins. Once we banish all doubt from our hearts and take a chance with everything at stake, it'll be the ruin of us all. What? I mean, that's certainly one possibility. But it's worth the gamble to seize opportunity of a lifetime. Just this once, I agree with what Chungmyung is saying. Just this once. What? There's no time to waste agonizing over the matter. Even as we speak, I'd wager that the Wudang contingent is hurrying back to their sect. Once they return with reinforcements, this opportunity will be long gone. Shouldn't we at least try? An opportunity such as this is surely worth staking our lives on. Jogo? I agree, senior brother. You too, Junjang! I can see it in their eyes. I can see it in your... They're serious. Is there no more to it than to solve the map's code? I trust there won't be any trouble dealing with traps and other obstacles after I decipher the map. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Quite so. All you need to do is make sense of the damn thing. I can't see anything. Once we locate the tomb, I will clear the way myself. You speak with such confidence. Curses. To say that I'm not tempted would be a lie. Indeed, we've already come too far to relinquish the map so easily. I mean, you've already... you know... insulted their honor, stolen their map, so yeah. We can't go back on it. Indeed, we've already come too far. Given that we've passed the point of no return, we must see where this path leads, even if our sect leader bites my head off at the end of it. Yunjung, Jogo, yes, senior brother. And sister Yu, get to it. With all haste, we must decipher the code before the night is done, no matter what. We shall claim the treasure for ourselves, by any means necessary, before Wudang even sets foot in Nanyang. For the panacea! For the panacea! Primordial panacea! They're starting to learn. Primordial panacea! Primordial panacea! Our decades-old walls destroyed overnight. It's almost enough to drown out my gratitude. Feels as though my worries have somehow deepened ever since they arrived. Oh! What? I thought my condition had improved somewhat. But I suppose this is no wound to be so easily healed by medicine alone. After all, internal wounds are almost always impossible to heal completely. Even so, I can scarcely afford to show any weakness now. The Wudang sect has only just averted its crisis and gained a chance at a new beginning. If it becomes known that I, the sect leader, has lost full use of Qi at a crucial time such as this, I will only become a burden upon my beloved Wudang. Even in death, such a dishonor would deny me eternal rest. I must sleep. Even a wink of labored slumber would do me some good. There is much to be done tomorrow. I can only pray that my body holds up to the test. Until the Wudang sect stands on firm footing and Sohang succeeds me as its leader. At least until then. Huh? Turning in early, sect leader. Are you going to heal him? Something the matter, young man? What might be bothering you, if I may ask? Me? No, I think there's something bothering you, sect leader. Isn't that so? Now that the fire has been extinguished, I believe it's time to clean house. Clean house, whatever do you mean? Oh, wait! Young master, no! Don't kill me! He's gonna save you, you idiot. Whatever you do, keep your mouth shut. No! No what? Oh, hold on. Young master, please! What is the meaning of this? Your internal wound. I mean to heal it. But how can you possibly heal my internal wound? Young master, it is easier said than done. One wrong move and you might suffer such a wound yourself while making mine worse. I doubt that. You do? I know all too well the possible consequences of a single mistake. Fortunately, I know even better how to soothe an internal wound. There are two ways of calming a troubled Qi circulation system. The first is to rectify the twisted and broken Qi pathways using one's own Qi. In the case of Ripsan, however, he does not possess the degree of Qi mastery he needs to self-treat an internal wound of this magnitude. Damn! Holy shit. He's an utter mess within. In which case, there's only the second method to rely on. Someone else must inject their Qi into him to right the Qi pathways by force. A method at least tenfold more difficult than the first. You best. I almost opened my mouth while his Qi was flowing into me. Why would he suddenly inject his Qi into me without any warning? Did he not think that a chi could leak through my mouth and cause a chi reflux? He did think that, but you are an idiot. Thankfully your chi pathways don't seem to be completely damaged. See how this is having an effect. It's true, the pain I've long endured is finally starting to fade. I can feel a warm yet invigorating energy filling my body. Is this what the chi of a Taoist feels like? Young Master Chongmyung must be a true disciple of Mount... Huh? Did he just open his mouth? Patience, Sect leaders. This should be over soon. Did he just open his mouth? As far as I know, speaking while injecting one's chi into another is a skill that only a divine master of chi control can attain. How is someone so young capable of a feat that eludes even most Sect elders? Just who is this man? Come on, chill. You ought to sit up, Sect leader. Huh? Did he just make him float? My body's moving by itself? Oh no. My body arranged itself in the lotus position as if though it had a will of its own. We will begin the grand heavenly circulation. Grand heavenly circulation? Simply put, it's a way to heal the internal wound by unlocking all the chi pathways in your body, including a few pathways that are otherwise tricky to reach. What does he mean by tricky to reach? You know, painful. What? I will guide the path for my chi. You need only to follow my lead. Wait, is this truly safe? Here he comes! No biggie. All chi that flows through one's chi pathways is destined to end up at the Dantian, like countless streams that converge to form a single river. Inversely, it means that the Dantian is the optimal place from which chi can be dispersed throughout the body. It's also a sensitive spot that can trigger total physical annihilation with the slightest bit of constant meddling. But fortunately, I'm quite the expert meddler. A grand heavenly circulation normally requires patience, but I have neither the time nor the leisure at the moment. Chi circulation of such speed might entail a certain degree of shock, but hey, he'll live. But if left untreated, the Sect leader Wui's body is bound to deteriorate rapidly. So what else can he do but to endure it? I unblocked the inhibited chi pathways and drained the body of the impurities it has accumulated in order to cleanse the internal wound. Then the chi that has circulated throughout his entire body eventually returns via the same pathways, all the way back inside my body. That completes one circulation. And there is one thing I didn't mention to Sect leader Wui. There are 10, there are 100. Which is that to complete the grand heavenly circulation, the chi circulation must be performed 12 times in total. 12 times. Well, you're done. The pain. I don't feel even the slightest bit of pain anywhere. If anything, I feel even more full of vim and vigor than I did before my injury. What do you do, young master? Remember this, Sect leader. Mount Hua always pays its debts. I guarantee that the decades of loyalty you've shown our sect will be repaid in full. All I ask is that you stand for Mount Hua's name as you've always done. Yo, he just wants a scapegoat. Then one day, the Wayang Sect's name will ring out across the realm alongside that of Mount Hua. Also, never forget to pay the money. Chongmyung, a third grade disciple of the great Mount Hua sect. The one they call the Blessed Dragon of Mount Hua. After decades of bitter perseverance, his declaration finally brought to life my long-awaited dream of the Wayang sect's revival. Young master, I will stand by Mount Hua, no matter what. You have my word. No, this cannot be. None of this makes any sense. What are you doing? Ah, where did it all go wrong? What the hell are you doing? I'm worthless. I'm worthless. I'm worthless. I'm worthless. Ah, is this further to the east or to the west? I don't know. Yo, he's scratched off his ear. Ow. Huh? She hasn't even tried. Alright, what foolish nonsense is this? I can't figure it out. Nonsense. Nonsense. What? You can't solve it? I've been called a prodigy all my life, yet not even I can solve a code as complex as this one. I'll take a veritable genius. It'll take a veritable genius. I imagine there are but a handful of people who can make sense of this map. Oh. But if I told you that Wudang has solved it already, then I'd say Wudang has a veritable genius among its disciples. So you're saying that Mount Hua isn't capable of solving a code that those Wudang hermits have decoded? Of course not! There will be someone among the great brothers who can decipher the code. It's simple that we have neither the time nor the manpower to unravel the code here and now. I don't see how that's any better. It's not. This code is beyond our present capabilities, which means we will just have to look for the tomb ourselves. What? We need the services of an expert who has studied cryptography or formations in detail. That's all well and good, but you'd be hard pressed to find someone like that even in the regional capital, senior brother. How about the leader here, the sect leader? No. Let alone out in the boondocks like Nanya. What do you make of this, Chongmyung? Perhaps you should head to the nearest city to find a codebreaker. Did you not hear me say that Wudang is about to descend upon us like a pack of feral dogs? You think we have the time to find some dusty codebreaker in the city? You want us to twiddle our thumbs and watch as those Wudang hermits gorge on primordial panaceas and surpass us in strength, all because we can't solve one lousy puzzle? Is that it? But we have no other way. No other way. I'll beat it out of you. What? I'll beat the answer out of you. But I don't know the answer. You'll know the answer, or you'll die. Hardly. Where there's a will, there's a way. I've seen that face before. What mischief is he planning now? Yo, we gonna steal the answer. Is it genuine? I believe so. It may seem convoluted, but there is a method to the madness. Had I the time, I could try and make some sense of it. Now it suffices to know that it's no forgery. What do I do with it now? If only I could concoct some clever ruse in time. Chongmyung, there was naught we could have done about this from the start. We are no match for Wudang by ourselves. You know that. I say we withdraw for now and... Hold on. Brother, what did you just say? Huh? Did you just say we are no match for Wudang? I said we ought to withdraw. No, before that. That we are no match for Wudang by ourselves. By ourselves. That's right. By ourselves! We have no hope of putting a stop to Wudang's plans. Then what if we are not by ourselves at all? Huh? Let us spread the word. What? Like Brother Yunjung rightly said, we cannot stop Wudang alone. We will tell everyone about this map. In that case, why not open up the game for all comers? We could reveal to the entire realm that the sword crypt lies somewhere in Nanyang. You cannot be serious! First, you caused an incident of untold consequences to steal that infernal map. And now you want us to hand it out freely to all and sundry. Have you lost your senses entirely? No, you don't get it. We find someone. We open it up to everyone so someone can decode it for us. And then, you follow. Just a moment, senior brother. It may sound senseless at first, but Chongmyung's suggestion isn't completely devoid of logic. I agree. What? Well, let us consider it. Given Wudang's obsession with the sword crypt, I imagine they've dispatched a much more sizable group this time. If so, the 5 of us stand no hope of stopping them. Should the entire force of Wudang disciples attack us at once, our chances of victory are next to none, even with Chongmyung. But if we have more people. However, if a plethora of sects from across the entire continent were to amass here at once, they will fight each other. But that would orchestrate chaos. Precisely! Chaos is what we want! This is only speculation for now, but it would give us a chance at the very least, no matter how slim. Whereas we have no way of staying in the game while contending against Wudang alone. We may find an opportunity to prevail in spite of our disadvantage in numbers, once a multitude of sects begin to cause mayhem over the crypt. Why don't you make an explanation video on this, or recap like others? Because they don't do especially well also. Normally, some strikes. But it's more like too many people does it already. That's why I don't really do it. And when it comes to mayhem, also it's way more work. I'm way too lazy for that. It was like, I made one and it was like, oh, didn't do so well. I'm done with this. And people who actually succeeded in it was like, oh, it didn't do so well. Well, I'll make another one. Ah, I didn't do well. Another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. And after making like 100 of them, oh, this one did pretty well. And then you keep going, and then you build up your stuff. I don't have any. I'm way too lazy for that. I'm way too lazy for that. We have a brother among us who excels at reveling in chaos, do we not? I just want to read for fun, and if people want to see me read, if people want to listen, then go ahead. It does suck though that YouTube Shorts became so popular, which means streams and longer videos are not doing as well on YouTube as before. That sucks, but hey, we'll build up a new... base. It feels as though the situation's escalating beyond our control, but what you say is not without merit either. Very well, let us strike while the iron's hot. Now then, how do you propose to spread the word exactly? Must we take to the streets and rant to every passerby that the sword crypt is somewhere in the region? No, we'll send pigeons. What are we, in a cult or something? What ingenious plan do you have in mind then? We have little time left as it is. We could rant and shout all we want, but no one's going to believe us. Hearsay is best believed when shared by someone who seems trustworthy. And who might that be? Not who exactly. More like where. Rest up while I handle this. It won't take long. Mujin was defeated, you say? And his injuries are grave. Yes, Sect leader. And the rumors of Mount Hua's blessed dragon would appear to be true. Sage Hodo, Sect leader of the Wudang. And yet, such a feat comes as no surprise, given that he, a third grade disciple, single-handedly cut down 10 of Songnan's second grade disciples. It's already been 2 years since then, has it not? Jian. Yes, Sect leader. Do you understand the root of your failure? This is all because I acted heedlessly, Sect leader. Forgive me. No, the heart of the matter is solely down to the intrinsic nature of Wudang's martial arts. All martial arts impart increasingly greater strength to those who study them. However, our arts demonstrate an unparalleled pace of growth compared to those of other sects. As we deepen our inner chi and learning, and as we devote more and more time to the heartfelt study of the blade, the might of our martial arts snowballs to devastating effect. I'm certain that had Mujin studied the martial arts of a sect other than Wudang, he would not have suffered defeat at the hand of the blessed dragon of Mount Hua. Do you comprehend the meaning of my words, Jian? What am I to say to that? Agreeing with the sect leader would have me belittling my own sect's martial arts. And disagreeing with him would have me daring to talk back to the leader of our sect. I'm afraid your meaning escapes me, Sect leader. I was simply explaining the reason why we must obtain the formula hidden by the immortal physician. My apologies, Sect leader. The blame is not yours to bear. It was I who made an error of judgment. I had predicted that the blessed dragon would show himself in Nanyang, but I did not expect him to be so powerful as to defeat Mujin. In fact, I had considered him to be equal to your level, if anything. I let you down, Sect leader. No matter. Now tell me, what did you make of this so-called blessed dragon? Simply put, Sect leader, he's a monster. He is a monster, yes! He is a monster. We were no match for his fellow Mount Hua disciples either. The blessed dragon, he felt like an otherworldly being altogether. Seems the boy is not exaggerating. Jian's potential exceeds that of Mujin when he was the same age, and yet even a prodigy such as he senses an insurmountable gap with the blessed dragon of Mount Hua. This is not a matter to be taken lightly. The boy may threaten the very future of the Wudang sect. Will you head back to Nanyang? You would send me back, Sect leader? Truthfully, I do not know that I deserve a second chance. You made a mistake, that much is true. Yet I would make a poor teacher if I did not grant you an opportunity to learn from your mistake. Our second expedition to Nanyang is almost ready to depart. That means the main sect is making a move. This time our disciples will be accompanied by elders of the sect. You are to return to Nanyang with the expedition as soon as you are prepared to do so. Your mission is to find and excavate the sword crypt. The so-called blessed dragon of Mount Hua is most likely biting his nails as we speak, unable to make head or tail of the coded map. I'd wager that he will play the waiting game instead, in a vain attempt to find an opportune moment to steal away the formula once we have it in our hands. No, he's more he's more devious than that. If my estimations are correct, then the structure of the sword crypt will be such that no one on the outside will know of what is transpiring within. You mean? I believe you already know full well what I mean. You can kill him there. I am granting you a chance to make amends for your mistake. Sec later. I will accomplish my mission no matter what it takes. Spare a coin for a poor soul, sirs. Spare a coin. Is he? Oh, a beggar. The good people of Luoyang, I beg you. All I ask for is a single coin. I haven't eaten anything in 2 days straight. I'll take anything, even the half-eaten scraps, if you'll be so generous. Good people of Luoyang, please. Have you heard the latest? They say there was a major incident down in Nanyang yesterday. Would you believe that Mount Hua's disciples thrashed Wudang's disciples in a fight and sent them packing? Oh, come off it. How can Wudang possibly lose Mount Hua? You and your nonsense rumors. It's no mere rumor, but the truth. The whole town's been talking about it since last night. Who's this? Is that an old Mount Hua disciple? No, it's Chongmyang. Huh? What the hell kind of report is this? Wudang lost a fight to Mount Hua in Nanyang. So we're letting them send all manner of gibberish in their reports these days, huh? It looks like someone needs a good talking to. Someone needs a good It's true though. It's true! I swear! I swear on my name. On your name. You're a hobo! I still have a name! Do they reckon they can ride any old trash cause no one's coming to check? Or is that they take the Luoyang cell for a joke? I guess it's partly my fault for not disciplining those beggars properly. I have to round them up and chew their asses out to knock some sense into those morons. Ugh. All I get these days is utter hogwash. No real tip-off, nothing even remotely interesting to speak of. Huh? What's with all these messages from Nanyang? Something must have happened there in the last few days. Let's see. Beacon Bray, Whiplet of Wound, Wudang for... Hold up. Second grade disciples Mount Hua and Wudang fought on behalf of the Wayang Sect and Zhongdo Hall respectively, resulting in the victory of Mount Hua and Zhongdo Hall's withdrawal from Nanyang. Victory for Mount Hua. And defeat for Wudang. Flawless victory by the Mount Hua sect. Wudang suffers crushing defeat despite an advantage in numbers. We are receiving identical reports from Nanyang over and over again, meaning that Mount Hua's disciples publicly defeated Wudang's disciples with a crowd of witnesses watching. There's no chance in hell that the entire population of Nanyang suddenly decides to tell the same lie. Does this mean that all these reports are telling the truth? I suppose Mount Hua's already beaten Songnam before, but this is Wudang we're talking about. One outrageous upset could be a coincidence, but two? Now that's harder to dismiss. Could it be that Mount Hua is clawing his way back to the top somehow? The most powerful and renowned organizations in the martial arts world are collectively known as the 10 great sects. Mount Hua's enduring decline was such that it had already been expelled from the 10 great sects long ago. The return of such a sect from the brink of obscurity with newfound strength. Now that is sure to cause waves. This could be a big enough incident to throw the balance of power in the martial arts realm into turmoil. And add to that, Mujin, the clear streamblade first great disciple of Wudang, started being carried away back to Wudang unconscious on a cart. This outlandish report which I can scarcely believe I'm reading right now. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. You shall not pass. Warn the cell leader now! Stop him! Huh? What the hell's going on out there? Boom. Are you the leader of this cell? Huh? Well, what if I am? I have a business proposal to make. Who drinks tea like that? You'd think he was knocking back a liquor. Still, at least it doesn't seem like a snob. He's happily drinking cheap, watery tea that's barely had time to brew from an old shipped cup. Most guests would balk at being treated this way, but he doesn't seem to mind. I see, so you are Chongmyung, the blessed dragon of Manhua. And what is this business that you speak of? Long story short, I've got something to sell. To sell? A den of beggars. They're smashing our door down. How else was I supposed to get your attention? I told your cronies that I wanted to see the cell leader, but they wouldn't let me in. Young master, maybe you don't quite understand, given that you're still green in the ways of the martial arts world. But you come to the office of a Gaibang Sect cell leader. I've no idea what you think we do, but I can assure you that Gaibang is not some gathering of street hawkers. Dai Guanghong, leader of the Luoyang cell of the Gaibang Sect. I suggest you make your way to the black market if you have wares to peddle. Oh, is that so? That's the case. I guess I came to the wrong place. I thought I'd offer you the opportunity first, since you're a fellow virtuous sect, but it looks like Gaibang isn't what it used to be. First, you refuse to see me, and when you do, you tell me to go to black market. How could a kid like him possibly know what Gaibang used to be like? Now this puts me in a bit of a bind. What I've got is so rare that I doubt I could sell it at any old marketplace. So, do you know where I can find the nearest branch of the underground sect? The underground sect? He would go straight to the underground sect after being refused by Gaibang. And it means he knows exactly what the Gaibang sect does. There's not a shred of regret in his eyes. He believes whatever he brought here will be easy to sell no matter where he takes it. Should I have at least asked him what he's trying to sell? What is it you're trying to sell anyhow? Pardon? Why would I tell you? You would have said no. I mean, well, hey, you there, bring us the finest liquor we have. Go. Yes, sir. A coded map. Even at first glance, I can tell it's no ordinary artifact. I've seen my fair share of similar artifacts in my years as a Gaibang cell leader, but this one is clearly a class above the rest. Hey, keep your hands to yourself. You can look, but don't touch. When did he slap my hand away? I didn't see it coming at all. In fact, I didn't even sense that he was about to strike. I heard rumors about the blessed dragon of Manhua, but this is something else altogether. By the way, that's hardly important right now. Now, young master, what am I looking at here? Ugh, that's the stuff. Let me think. Where do I even start? What? You mean this is... I'm sick of that astonished reactions already. So let's just cut to the chase. I just want to know whether it's a genuine artifact or not. I was under the impression that appraisal is one of the services that you provide. It certainly is, but how much are you willing to pay? How much? How much, she asks. If he's telling no word of a lie and he truly did beat Mujin to snatch the map from Wudang's grasp. In other words, if this is an authentic treasure map for the whereabouts of the sword crypt, then it would be impossible to put a number on its value. Rising on a priceless relic aside, why would even sell it in the first place? No matter what the finds at the end of the map, even a single artifact from the crypt would be an immense boon that could change the very fate of the realm. Are you interested or not? Let's not be hasty now. All I'm wondering is, why don't I decipher the map for myself? Trust me, if I could, I would. I just see no point in holding on to a riddle I can't solve. I might as well make some money from it instead. He's not wrong. There's no use keeping hold of a map that guides him to a treasure he cannot possess. Still, the map points to the immortal physician's formula. Selling it would be the wisest choice for a layperson with no use for a medicinal formula. But it's unusual that a Taoist would even entertain such a materialistic notion. Even the most powerful Taoist martial artists tend to follow the rules set by their sects, as well as worldly morals. In other words, most Taoists act in a certain way that's expected of them. This young man seems to have no regard whatsoever for such expectations. In my experience, people like him seek to impose their own will upon the world once they gain power. Either he's even more of a threat than the realm realizes, or he's destined to spearhead Mount Hua's resurgence. What more is there to think about? We haven't got all day, you know. Either name your prize or I walk away. The lad seems bright, but that does not mean he has any experience striking a deal of this kind. Young master, if this map really does lead to the sword crypt of legends, and its value is nigh immeasurable, even so, we have much to consider before we can take it off your hands, such as... First, supposing that this is the genuine article, the number of prospective buyers will be cut by half as soon as it's revealed that it was stolen from Wudang. Second, there's no telling whether we could solve the cipher, where you've already failed. And third, we'll need the coin to buy silence over the Gaibang Sect's involvement. Not to mention the hassle of finding a buyer on the down low. But above all, we have no guarantee that the map is genuine. You see, if I agree to buy this thing, all of this will be Gaibang's burden to bear. So, what's your answer? 100,000 coins. Let me add 20,000 on top of that as a token of my esteem for the blessed dragon of Mount Hua. 120,000 coins. What do you say? 120,000? You sure? Got him. Huh, like I said, take it as a token of my esteem. Anywhere else, you struggle to get 10,000, let alone 100,000. Where did you say I could find the underground sect again? Huh? Young master, seems we have very different ideas of esteem. I'm off to find another buyer. What do you mean, young master? Are you not happy with the price? 120,000 coins. Let's not be so hasty now, young master. If you're so unhappy with the offer, then I'm sure we can do better. How does 150,000 coins sound? 150,000. That's right, 150,000. You want me to like wipe my ass with that? You certainly drive a hard bargain, young master. If you weren't the blessed dragon of Mount Hua, a measly 150,000. Huh? You miserable penny pinching bastard. Do I look like a moron who would let a bunch of beggars rip him off? 2,200,000? No, 200,000 then? That's our final offer. I see you still haven't come to your senses. 300,000? 3 million. I suppose we can manage that. 3 million! 3 million coins up front or I walk away. That's my final offer. Damn. The thing is, he doesn't want to sell it. He just wants them to know he has it. 3 million? Young master, have you any notion of what an exorbitant sum that is? The Luoyang cell of Gaibang couldn't possibly afford that amount. I bet we could scrape together 1 million coins or so at such short notice. It will take about a fortnight before we can have additional funds sent from the main sect, young master. So, pardon? Do we have a deal or not? No need to be hasty now. Fine. Our final offer. 2 million coins. How does that sound? 2 million is still enough to drop most people's jaws to the floor. It's nigh unheard of for a princely sum like that to fall into one man's hands, you know. Of course, we'll give you the 1 million coins we have already have up front. Then you can come back for the rest in a month when we'll have the other 1 million from the main sect. 3 million up front. I won't sell it to you for any less than that. Shrewd little brat. I have no idea whether he's aware of the map's true value or simply trying to bluff his way into an unimaginable fortune, but he's pretty savvy for a Taoist. I'll give him that. Considering how 3 million coins happens to be the exact sum of my own appraisal. Just look at his irritating little face and attitude of carefree arrogance. It's almost like he's telling me with his very demeanor that he will head straight to the underground sect if I turn him down. Young master, as I said, the Luoyang cell does not have the kind of money that you're asking for on hand. I'm afraid there can be no deal unless you accept my terms. I'm well aware of that. Who would expect a gaggle of beggars have money? However, I also know that there are always ways to make money. Make money, you say? I assume the continental money market has a branch in Luoyang. Pardon? It does, but why do you ask? Financial institution in charge of lending or exchanging money for merchants. Go and tell them that the Gaibang sect is in urgent need of funds and they'll hand you 3 million coins right away. No questions asked. Oh, and remember, I only take bank checks. You want us to take out a loan of 3 million coins? That would ruin our livelihood altogether. You are a sect of beggars. It's not like there's much to ruin in the first place. Hey, I heard that! Either way, it's simply unacceptable. My final offer is 2 million coins and not a penny more. It's your choice, young master. Shake my hand for 2 million coins or waste your breath running all over town for another buyer. But be warned, the underground sect will barely have 1 million to offer. Mark my words. Fine. There's not much of a choice at all. You won't fool me this time, you swindler. Feel free to head over to the underground site if you'd like, but they won't tell you anything that I haven't already. Still, it's best if you go and see for yourselves. If you don't believe me. Who said I'm going to the underground sect? I think I'll try my luck with the Wuhan cell. The Wuhan cell. The Wuhan cell of Gaibang. But how? But you came all this way to Luoyang. Surely you'd rather see this matter through here, young master. I only came here first because it was closer than Wuhan. Just imagine my disappointment when I heard that you lacked the funds. Why do you ask? Is there a reason why you don't want me to taking my business to the Wuhan cell? Because the Wuhan cell is led by none other than the Nine-Fingered Beggar. If I not only let both the treasure map and the young master slip away, but also stand on the sidelines and watch another cell snatch up the deal of the century. The Luoyang cell is sure to fall out of favor with the Gaibang elders. Fine, you win. As the leader of the Luoyang cell of Gaibang, I give you my word that we will buy the map for 3 million coins up front. 4 million. Who said anything about 3 million? Huh? 3.5 million, that's the prize. Huh? But you said 3 million earlier. Don't you know that the price of goods can change by the minute? While you were dithering, the price rose by 500,000. Oh boy, I feel another price hike coming. Now it's 3.8 million. Young master, hold on a minute. Soon to be 4. Enough, I'll buy it! I'll buy it for 3.8 million. Good boy. That's a good boy. An excellent choice indeed. Oh my god, it drives a hard bargain. 1 million coins that we had on hand, plus the 2.8 million coins that we borrowed from the continental money market. That's 3.8 million in total, all in bank checks, as you asked. The deal, the steal in fact. It's the sale of the damn century. But you do well to remember this, young master. There isn't a single place in this realm where you can hide from the eyes of beggars. What I'm saying is that if we find the map to be forgery or some other trickery on your part, you'll be sure to pay the price. Ah, it's real. Oh, it's absolutely genuine. Don't you worry about that. Absolutely. Get proof of it then? Of course. Oh, that makes sense given how cocksure the boy seems to be. Indeed, if the map is genuine, its true value will be worth many times the price I paid. And tell me, what makes you so sure about the map's authenticity? Well, I beat the guy for it. Well, for one, I tortured the guy to give it to me, so why would he give me a forgery? Wudang has already solved the code. Ah, Wudang, you say. Then it stands to reason that it's the real deal. Wait, what? I would hurry if I were you. I imagine Wudang are already on their way to the treasure by now. Pleasure doing business with you, gentlemen. Sell leader, should we let him leave like this? I didn't like the sound of that at all. Sell leader. Sell leader? Thief! Stop that boy at once! Oh my god, I love Chugman. Oh, I know it's real, I know it's real. How come you know it's real? Counting the money, smelling it. Well, Wudang already sold it, and they're on their way to the treasure, so... You better hurry. Bye! Huh. How heartless of our young trainees. Surely it would behoove them to at least send a written report instead of keeping us old men waiting. Oh, you're gonna know about it. Young they may be, but they went to Nanyang with a purpose. I'm certain the mission is keeping them occupied. Yet, brother sect leader, you are the one climbing the mountain nigh a dozen times each day to gaze anxiously in the direction of Nanyang. Worry not, brother sect leader. Let us have faith in our young trainees, shall we? Ah, easier said than done. How can we possibly not worry after sending them to deal with Wudang all on their own? Let us have faith, he says. Faith. I envy your carefree optimism, brother. Oh, come now. You know yourself that those children are different. Their potential is second to none. They'll perform admirably, I'm certain of it. Of course they will. I simply will not allow them to follow in our footsteps. Our past would be a poor legacy to hand down to those children. Our past, our legacy. There was pain in those words for sect elders of the Heian line, who witnessed Mount Hua's downfall firsthand. Groveled for aid as the sect's former allies turned their uncaring backs on them. And suffered in silence as their fellow disciples, who were once as close as kin, left the mountain one by one. In this time of turmoil, they were denied the opportunity to become martial arts masters in their own right, and were instead condemned to be unknowing accomplices in their own sect's deadline. Deadline. I mean, kind of. What Yan Yang spoke of was our shared lifelong wish to break this cycle of mediocrity. Those kids have a bright future ahead of them. I want them to lord over the other sects, sitting pretty atop a mountain of gold. I won't have them be content with rags and tatters as we were. Dreams of glory and riches aside, in truth, my only wish is that they will not starve or suffer humiliation wherever they go. Indeed. It is on their names that the future of Mount Hua shall bloom. It is our lot to be the earth that nourishes their budding sprouts. That is, if we even have nourishment left to give. Sect leader, we have notes! Oh, this is gonna be good. What is it, my child? It's a letter from Changmyang! We have news from the Huayang branch of the Yunnan Trading Company. Okay, it's not Changmyang, of course. Then it comes from the Vice President. Sect leader, I received a report that the disciples of Mount Hua and Wudang fought a match on behalf of the Huayang sect and Zhengdo Hall, respectively. It seems that our esteemed young masters of Mount Hua emerged victorious. As a result, it was decided that Huayang will remain in Nanyang, and Zhengdo will vacate the region altogether. I am pleased to inform you that the former appears set to recover from the momentary disruption and accept new trainees once more. My word, is this true? I mean, that is the happy note. It would be so funny if he had like one note. Yeah, well, that's what we got a few days ago, which I forgot about. Here's a new one. A new one? There's even more news? Yeah, there's more news. Not good. What? The Vice President assures me that the report was verified several times over. There's no reason to doubt his word, Sect leader. I knew those youngsters had it in them. Ha! Huzzah! For Mount Hua! A win over Wudang, no less. What an incredible feat. Our junior disciples emerged victorious from a match against Wudang. Actually, it was just Chongmyang. Wait, what? Subkind. I pray that they will keep to this path of growth. And one day, Mount Hua may walk among the 10 great sects once more. Will they be returning to Mount Hua immediately? I couldn't say for certain since they did not send word directly. But I should think they'll soon return if their business is done in Anyang. Yes, I imagine they will. They'll likely make it back to Mount Hua in 3 days or so. Brother Hyunjung, say no more, Sect leader. I know exactly what you're going to say. Let me guess, you wish to have our triumphant trainees return from their arduous mission to a grand old welcoming feast. Leave it to me, brothers. I shall personally see to their preparations myself. Let me help you, Elder Hyunjung. You don't even know that you're coming home now. You have done me proud, young ones. Well. I'm wondering if you're going to say that in the next letter. On that note, I'm surprised there were no reports of unruliness of Changmyang's part. Unruly or not, he too is a follower of the righteous path. I dare say he's learned not to cause needless trouble in the outside world. You must be right, Sect leader. Huh. That bastard dragon of Mount Hua! He robbed us blind! Are you alright, Cell leader? That cunning bastard. He'll regret playing us for fools. I'll show you what happens when you mess with Gaibang. No, you'll see what becomes of anyone who crosses me, Dai Guang Hong. Shouldn't you at least, like, try to go after the treasure? Perfect. I've requested reinforcements from the main sect as per your orders. But it looks like they're short on capable hands to spare for the moment. Hire master cartographers and have them make copies of the treasure map. Sir? Spread the word that we are looking for a sect to buy a map to the Crypt of Swords on the cheap. Yes, Elliot. This is what he wants. Which sects should I contact? You know what? This is no time to pick and choose. Choose all of them. Tell them all to get around. I want everyone of note, from the nearest sects to those afar. Yes, sir. Oh, and I want you to track down the blessed dragon of Mount Hua. Follow him to the depths of hell if you must. What? He didn't do anything illegal. Are they talking about the sword crypt of legends? Says it's not just another hoax. I've heard rumors of the sword crypt at least half a dozen times already. I'm telling you, it's different this time. Why else would all these people gather here? The latest on the Crypt of Swords comes from none other than the Gaibang sect itself. No wonder anybody who's somebody in the martial arts world has dropped everything to come running here. Look over there, isn't that Five Poison Hand, the ghost of Jiangxi? And that one shroud in red is a phantom triad killer. That's not all I heard, even the shadowless whale is in town. It's almost like there's an all-out war approaching. This is exactly what Chung Myung wants. And he got money for it! I see the Chogyam sect and the Songbag sect of Luoyang. Ah, members of the Junwol Tower too, I see. Seems that every sect of note in the region has congregated here. Barely 3 days have passed since the treasure map was taken. How is it possible that so many have flocked to Nanyang in such a short time? Do you suppose they know of the treasure it promises? Yozan, elder of the Wudang sect. This can only mean that those Mount Hua brutes have leaked information that the sword crypt lies somewhere in Nanyang, elder Yozan. Leaked the information? On purpose, you mean? And this is a cunning gambit. So their goal is not to beat us to the Crypt of Swords, but to prevent Wudang's disciples from entering the crypt by themselves. They mean to spoil the game for all if they cannot win. Clever, and yet vindictive to the point of sheer malice. What are your orders, Elder? This changes nothing. It is plain to see that no one here has deciphered the map, judging by the throng milling around aimlessly here. We shall go for the treasure. Our original plan to evade attention of the other sects became moot the moment the map was stolen from us. But none of this matters as long as Wudang is first to set foot in the sword crypt. Make no mistake, our presence here has not escaped their attention. We're simply feigning ignorance and biding their time until we make our move. And once we do, they will chase after us to find the crypt and stop us in our tracks. However, they forget that we are proud disciples of Wudang. Each one among us is more than a match for any of them. There is not a soul under the sky that could dare stand in the righteous path of our sect. Well, there is one. Make ready! Chungman's just hiding among them. I'm a normal Wudang disciple. Wait, I haven't seen you before. I'm new. We shall head directly for the Crypt of Swords. Let it be known to the entire realm. It would be so funny if Chungman had like beaten the shit out of one of the Wudang disciples and then just like taken their place. Oh yeah, I'm right. That Wudang only sought this discretion as the path of least resistance. Stop cringe. And not for the fear of being discovered. The primordial panacea will be ours, and ours alone. Huh. Sinner brother, what did the beggar want with Chungmyung? Talk with him. He's no ordinary beggar, but the cell leader of the Gaibang sect in Luoyang. What? That's a Gaibang cell leader? Why would a Gaibang cell leader come all the way to Nanyang? What does he want with Chungmyung? Who knows? I can only surmise that he has started yet even more trouble. If one thing's for certain, it's that his glare seems to bear no love for Chungmyung. Give him my money back. It's gotten to the point that martial artists almost outnumber the people of Nanyang. Does it please you to have us all marching to the beat of your drum? Not if that's why Not if that's why you keep bothering me with this nonsense. After all, it was you who blabbed to all and Sundra that the sword crypt is in Nanyang. Why? Are you afraid that Wudang will beat you to the punch and make off with the treasure? Well, what you plan to do next? The least you can do is share what your next move will be. What do you mean? My next move, I'm perfectly happy to sit here and watch the show unfold. And thanks to somebody, I have enough coins to lounge about for a lifetime. Should I just kill him? Should I just kill him? On second thought, patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. You're scared. I must think rationally. To summarize the situation, it took only a day for me to track this fraud down again after he ran with our Sect's precious funds. But now that I've found him, there's little else I can do for the moment. He wanted you to find him. It will be several days yet before reinforcements arrive from the main sect, giving Wudang ample time to reach the sword crypt. And even if the reinforcements were to arrive in time, I doubt the main sect could put together a larger force than a couple of cells on such short notice. We would have no hope against Wudang, let alone the countless others who have joined the hunt. Then our best shot at entering the sword crypt ourselves is to throw in our lot with someone who has the strength to get us there. Talk about grasping at straws. Nonetheless, this particular straw might be worth reaching for. He may not be in his right mind, but he's clearly got something up his sleeve. Beef jerky. Surely would not have caused this giant mess otherwise. There must be some method to the madness. There has to be. It's like, yeah, the only reason I did that was because Wudang would have gone after me if I didn't. So, that is the only hope I have of turning the situation around. Which means I must grin and bear the boy's outrageous antics, at least for the time being. Come now, you must have something to share about your plans. Plans? I don't know about any plans, but I have some liquor to share. This is no time for boozing. You've not seen a swarm of martial artists loitering outside. How can you be so flippant about the mayhem you've caused? How many times do I have to say it? I wasn't able to decode the map. Mayhem? Mayhem schmayhem, a bunch of greedy children is what I see. Who gives a hoot about the sword crypt? I have no idea why those fools would waste their time, money and energy on some tired old folktale. Why, you little? Does the primordial panacea plate mean nothing to you, you fool? You mean to loiter here and let others reap the rewards? Wow! Crispy. Oh my god. Yes! Crispy. I said look outside. Half the realm is here to claim the treasure, yet here you are. Who on earth is this? They're here. Wudang, I mean. It's about time. Hey, it's about time. Let's get to it. For Mount Hua! Huh? What? What? What happened? Why are you standing there? Go after them, you sons of beggars! Stay on their tail at all costs. How the hell will they be able to get after them? Yes, sir. Normal running, they're just flying away. Oh yeah, this is gonna work. Damn it. We must stay close to those Mount Hua disciples. They're gone. No matter what. Father, what do you suppose that was all about? Ignore them, son. I don't know, son. But I'm sure Master Chungmyung has a plan in mind. Beef jerky! Let's go! I want some more beef jerky. Beef jerky. Beef jerky. Where are we going? I don't know! I'm following Chungmyung. Who are you following? I see their clothes on our heels already. Even riffraff who would ordinarily cower at the mere sight of Wudang, disciples have now joined the race. This can only mean that they have neither any regard nor difference for Wudang in this matter. Muyon, guard our rear. Yes, Elder Hyosan. Make ready! Yo, I feel like the Attack on Titan music is gonna be playing, just flying through the woods. Come on, 3D maneuver gear, make ready. We must stop the rabble in their tracks. Yes, senior brother. Yeah, it won't be able to stop all of them. There can be no reasoning with those who are entranced by greed. Indeed, it may cause less harm to demonstrate our might to them sooner rather than later. Are we far from the target? No, Elder, we should be quite close. According to the deciphered annotations, it ought to be around here. Around where? Around here. Here? Is this it? We traverse through miles of dense woodland only to reach a barren clearing with not a single blade of grass. There's something unnatural to work here. Yo, are you telling me we weren't able to find it and it is so damn off? Just dig! At any other time we may have marched straight through with barely a moment's hesitation. But now that we have cause to be suspicious, this place can scarcely be more uncanny. The sword crypt is here beneath our very feet. That's what I'm saying, like, if there's a forest, like, miles every way, and there's suddenly, oh, there's no forest here. Yeah, nothing suspicious there, anyway. Survey the site. Yes, Elder. Why not just dig? Oh yeah, let's just stab the ground. I can't see anything, Elder. It's here, I'm certain of it. Shouldn't we have brought shovels, not swords? I can't get it out, Master. It's here, I'm certain of it. I can feel it. We found something, Elder. Metal. There it is. Get back. Why couldn't you have just done that at the entire place? Oh my god. Earthbending. Let's go. What the fuck? We find something. We found something. At last. The crypt of swords. Oh, I see. There's only one. That looks weird. How do we open it? Step aside, you pompous Wudang dolts. Do you think we're so naive as to be fooled by your little diversion? Drive them back. Look! They found something. Those Wudang windbags are opening a hatch. That must be it. They found it. The crypt of swords. They've cleared the way to the sword crypt. Swarm them at once. Well, shit. They're about to overrun us. I would be so pissed at Shogun. Yo, we were supposed to be alone at this point. And like thousands of people coming. Stop them. We must hold the line. Stand your ground. Do not let them reach Elder Hyozan. Hyo-won. Damn. Nice. Die. Yes, senior brother. Hyo-won, Elder of the Wudang Sect. Seems the rabble are much unrulier than I'd expected. I'm afraid we've no time to survey the site at our leisure. Rush to Muyon's aid and buy us some time. Once we have the primordial panacea in our possession, we shall withdraw at once. I will not let a single soul make it past the line. This is a waste of time. Stand aside, I will open it. Huh? No ordinary hunk of metal could possibly withstand my sword aura. If the aura of my blade failed to make single dent, then a brute explosion of force might do the trick. Damn. Did it not work? Yeah, it worked. That's a big fall. Had I stepped in without due caution, I would have fallen to my death. I wondered why the mortal physician would bother to build his crypt into a mountain. Now I see that the crypt itself must be buried deep at the bottom of this abyssal pit. Ah, so that's why you wouldn't be able to find it if you just dug. It's one tunnel, one large tunnel. And our only hope of obtaining the primordial panacea is to leap into the abyss of our own volition. Else, I sense ill intent at work here. However, we must strike while the iron is hot. Shouldn't you at least use, like, a rope? No. Our disciple can only fend off the coming horde for so long. Go on. Yes, senior brother. I shall take the lead. Watch over Muyon and the other disciples as they descend and guard their rear. Of course, brother. I'll make sure of it. All disciples, follow me. Yes, elder. We're stepping into the complete unknown. The abyss may seem impenetrable, but the might of Wudang dares to tread where even the light of day cannot. The primordial panacea belongs to us. Out of the way, you vermin! Here comes Chungmyung. No, Mina. Your avarice will be your downfall, Wudang. You must have lost your wits to try and lay your hands on my treasure. Make way for Mako of the Gargantuan Axe. Mako. I shall cleave you lot in half. No, you gonna pause? There's more people. Mako of the Gargantuan Axe. Gigantic boar, more like. Don't you have a better use for all that brawn? Out of the way, you old coot! Or I'll pound you into mincemeat and make an example out of you. You do well to cool that mincemeat inside. Your skull first, friend. Allow me to help you. Those half-wits. In a rat race such as this, it is most often the last to arrive that wins the prize. By the time we reach the crypt, I imagine the battle will be over. 5 poison hand. All that remains is to take care of the last few standing. And the immortal physician's recipes will be mine. What if we can't even find it? It's too late to worry about that. I told you we should have set off earlier. No, I have a plan, damn it. I have a plan. Huh? How unfortunate of these foolish stragglers to run into me of all people. Get out of the way. Yo, he's like, how unlucky for these small children to learn. Poison hand just in full. But there might be an entire army waiting for us. Ah, enough already. Quit yapping, keep running, okay? We don't have time for this. Oh, that was good. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh, shit. Ah. Stand and fight, you coward. You can't run from me forever, old man. Who says I'm running? What? Ah. Ah. You're chosen to resort to your little tricks, you sly old devil. But it'll take more than that to leave a scratch on my body. Hmm? Ouch. Damn. Huh. Whoa. Come at me, Muyon. Guide our remaining disciples and lead the way into the crypt. Yes, Elder. I shall take care of the rest. May the Tao be with you. Heed me, all of you. The sword crypt has been claimed by the great Wudang sect. Any of you who tries to give chase to our disciples or venture into the crypt will suffer the wrath of my blade. Come if you dare. How are we to get past a Wudang elder? He felled the gargantuan axe with a single strike. All I hear are the meaningless ramblings of an arrogant old man. Your sect has no claim to the sword crypt. Phantom Triad. At least your sight has yet to dim with age. Phantom Triad Killer. The sword crypt belongs to the legendary sword thief, not the Wudang sect. Laying claim to the crypt simply because you were fortunate to discover it first will make you the laughingstock of the realm. Never in my life did I expect to agree with the Phantom Triad Killer. I must say I am honored to be in the presence of the renowned sage Hyowan, the great Wudang sect, Gokbu, and now the broadsword master himself. Now there are opponents whom I can handle with ease. It's been a few days at most. How is it possible such notorious masters have flocked here so quick? What's up, Taris? Return of the Blossoming Blade. While I'm loath to share the opinion of the Phantom Triad Killer, yeah, I'm good. Seems to me that threatening your fellow martial artists out of greed runs counter to Wudang's reputation of righteousness. Do you intend to make an enemy out of Wudang? Not at all. I simply meant that we all deserve equal opportunity. Wudang may have discovered the crypt first, but the right to explore the crypt belongs to all those present here. We do not agree, esteemed martial artists of the realm. Precisely! It is the height of greed for Wudang to claim the crypt alone. That's right! Let's drive out those selfish Wudang hypocrites first. Even as we speak, they're most likely plundering the crypt for their own ends. Down with Wudang! Drive them out! I believe my warning was clear. All those who seek to enter the crypt shall suffer the blade of Wudang. Oh my, that's a frightening thought. Fortunately, I would not have braved the journey here if I had any fear of empty threats. That should be all of our disciples. Very well, and do as you will. He's hiding in the dust. There he is. He's heading towards the crypt. Go on after him. Wudang cannot be allowed to claim what lies in the sword crypt. I'll get there before the rest of you. Move out of the way or die. I'll kill every last one of you meddling bastards if I have to. Isn't it like unnecessary to kill the people that are here? Like we need to get Wudang first, you know. Do you intend to fight? That would be a waste. I see no need for us to waste our energy here. You're reading the game. What do you mean? What do you mean, Tyrese? If you're talking about the gamer, then no. I said move. Oh, let's go into the crypt. Get to the sword crypt at all costs. Move. I see their novices over that way. Kill them. Slaughter anyone who blocks our passage. What on earth is going on here? They're like a pack of wild dogs. Chongmyung finally arrived? Yeah. You're the one who set them loose. Well, I didn't think they'd take the bait quite so well, but... Oh, the more the merrier. Now it's our turn to claim the prize. Fine, have it your way. The rest of you, do not let your guard down. From here on out, a single mistake will prove fatal. Yes, senior brother. Clear the way, you mutts. You've been warned. I love Chogo. For Mount Hua! For riches! For Panacea! For Panacea! Let's go! The crypt. Ours! Panacea, ours! Vast chi reserves, ours! We just love fun. All you windbags better get out of the way. Damn. What the? Where are they flying off to? If any of you dare lay hands on my treasure, you're dead. Wait, we don't even need to do anything. Like Chongmyung just like making a goddamn path. I thought they said it would be dangerous for us. Chongmyung's just like, oh, why? Okay, there we go. Oh, he's not killing. They're starting to attack us from the rear. Chongmyung's sheer aggression had them hesitant at first, but we're certainly in their sights now. This is new. It's nothing like the sparring contests we faced before. It would be even worse without Chongmyung in the lead. Spearhead. But it's becoming clearer with each step we take. This is life or death. This is a hellish bloodbath of all against all. Free for all. I must keep my wits about me at all costs. I say it! Entrance to the sword crypt. Everyone jump in. Blessed dragon of Manhua, you shameless, insatiable bastard. After that brazen scam you pulled on me, the least you could do is take me with you. Just run. You ill-mannered thug! Huh? Oh, that guy again. Seen your brother? He's gone. He's already jumped out. Come on. He must have already jumped out. As for these pests, they seem more inclined to block our way and enter the sword crypt themselves. They deem us to be easy pickings. Meanwhile, this infernal throng did nothing to stop the blessed dragon and his ilk in their tracks. Damn those reckless Mantua hoodlums. Come on, you lazy beggars, we need to clear a path forward. But Cell Leader, we've exhausted ourselves from rushing here as it is. There's no way we can make it any farther by ourselves. With all due respect, Cell Leader, we need to retreat instead of digging ourselves into a hole. Retreat, you say? How can you even suggest such a thing? We are in depth, you know. when the sword crypt is mere stone's throw away. Huh? What? Take that! Wait, is he actually helping them? Don't just stand there, shift yourselves. You can dawdle all you want, but this treasure won't simply fall into your lap. Right you are. We're coming with you. We need time. My beggars are all at their limits. I cannot leave any of them behind, but neither can we match your pace in our present state. Why are we helping them? He's gonna throw them, and he shoots. Shoots, but where? Down the crypt you go. Come on, everyone, let's go. Why is he helping them? I don't get why Chungmung's helping them, to be honest. I guess he feels like he owes them. Nah, he's gonna use them as shields. He's gonna use them as meat shields. I'm sure of it. Chungmung wouldn't help them, just be nice. That just about does it for all the beggars I need. Now all that's left are these useless windbags. Okay, so you needed the beggars for something. I could wait a while for more useful pawns to turn up. It wouldn't be wise to waste any more time up here. What a strange place. Would expect such a vast clearing in the middle of a dense forest. One with a tinge of blood red in the soil, no less. It's almost as if this is all that remains of an arena where countless battles once took place. However, I have more pressing matters than to ponder its history. You just jump on their heads. I'm afraid that's the end of the guest list. Until the next time until next time. You useless windbags. How does he even do that? Jump down from the sky. Oh, he destroyed. Wait, how are we gonna get out? What? No! The entrance is collapsing! You fools, did you consider what it means to set foot in this place? You've just marked yourselves as the next victims of the 3 deadly whales. Yo, Chogmon just kills the 3 of them with his landing. Shadowless whale, eldest of the 3 deadly whale. Your sect brothers and comrades may have come to your aid up above, but you'll have no such succor down here. Meaning your precious sects will be none of the wiser if we slaughter you right where you stand. What should we do, senior brother? They do not seem open to reason at all. It's beyond me at this point. But it seems clear enough that they do not intend to let us proceed in peace. The 3 deadly whales are notorious villains of the Hunan region. I have no qualms against gaining passage by force, if necessary. Be on your guard. Huh? Huh? Who are these goons? Oh, we should be asking you the same thing. Who the hell are you? Well, no matter. As the age-old saying goes, strike first. Ask questions later. Damn. So who are these buffoons again? They're the 3 deadly whales. Is it deadly? Notorious martial artists feared all across the Hunan region. Or at least they were. Or at least they were. Oh my god. The three what whales? Why? Because I'll have all three of them wailing by the time I'm done. Who let these clueless riffraff in here anyway? I wouldn't say they're riffraff per se. Like I said, they had quite the renown in their own right. But I suppose none of that means a thing to Chungo. Truly is a force of nature, to say the least. Damn. Just got taken out like they were nothing. Like they were absolutely worth zero sheep. Poor soul. Poor soul. Poor soul. Yo, he feels bad for the ones who were actually going to kill him a few seconds ago. I feel bad for you. If you just didn't meet Chungyung, I would have killed you less painfully. Are these all the pieces of the gate? It appears so. Sword crypt, huh? It's a little on the nose, isn't it? What would be the problem with that? Well, who came up with that name in the first place? I mean, it must have been the immortal physician, right? This is his grave after all. But he was already dead. Exactly. Naming your own grave. It's a bit twisted, isn't it? Now do you mention it. Most tombs are named after they're built, not before. Yet this one is inscribed sword crypt, literally right out of the gate. Even though it's a tomb, it's apparently never been discovered before. Could it be that the phantom sword thief named his own grave and spread word of it before his death? That's a possibility. There's no way of knowing the true intentions of a man who's been dead for 2 centuries. But if one thing is for certain, it's that the tomb was not built by a layman's hands, whether it belongs to an immortal physician or not. Carving chambers of such scale and depth from solid rock is far beyond the capability of most stonemasons. Be on your guard. This is no ordinary tomb. What will you do now? The path ahead will be difficult to clear with only the handful of us here. I'm sure you saw the likes of those who entered the tomb before us. What we are entering is a den of tigers. In my humble opinion, you could do worse than to find some potential allies and propose that you work together from here on. Once before, he's already helped you down here. What more do you need? Once we form our own faction, we can survey the sword crypt properly and find out whether the primordial panacea is here or not. We don't have time for that. There are people in front of us with a head start. I doubt anyone who was greedy enough to leap into this crypt willingly would be so eager to share its spoils. Not only that, I imagine anyone with half a brain will already be forging alliances and doing exactly as you suggest by now. It is a way of life for martial artists to make and break alliances, as long as they serve their own interests. Even those who are bitter enemies in the outside world have common cause to band together in here. Only by working together can they hope to compete with the masters of the 9 great sects who have secured the lead. After all, even the most infamous of those who flock to the crypt are naught but fireflies compared to the blazing sun of Wudang's renown. Faced with such overwhelming competition, they likely saw no other option than to forge partnerships of convenience. Good. Go forth and sap Wudang's strength. The blessed dragon demands that you clear the way. Yeah, I'm waiting right here. I suppose that dastardly look means all is going according to plan. Master blessed dragon, I dare not presume to understand the depths of your imagination. What? But I'm sure you understand that the race is over if your competitors gain possession of the panacea first. We must move out without delay if we are to stay in the game. What are you talking about? There's only one way. Oh wait, if there's another way out, then probably. That goes without saying. Ready, Manhua? Ready. Indeed. Very well then. Who says you were coming with us? Why not? I could be of use to you. If you were of any use, you wouldn't be a beggar in the first place. Oh wait, shoot. Shoot. Why would you let him down there if you're gonna just shoo him away? This is Chugmyung's plan anyway. How are we gonna use him? Shoo! What am I? A stray chicken or something? Come now, we can help each other. I'm telling you, I'm a man of influence in the outside world. The name Dog Wang Hong means something. Think about it. There must be some way I can contribute. I don't know about that. You're just a glorified gossip peddler, and you pretty much already did your job. Come to think of it, might not be so bad to have a contact within the Gaibang Sect to fleece for information now and again. That's it. You're screwed now. Oh, you little prick. Huh? Alright then, but first, how high up is a cell leader in your sect? How high up am I? I reckon there are fewer than 100 beggars who could claim to outrank me. 100. Then I take it you can have junior beggars summoned at your beck and call. Damn right I can. All I have to do is snap my fingers and they'll come running. Snap your fingers then. Is that so? Fine. You're free to come with us as long as we are in the sword crypt. On one condition. What condition? We get the panacea. In the Wuhan cell of your sect, there's a beggar that I would like you to deliver. Would like you to deliver to me? Who is it you need? Jungpal. That's who I want to see. That shouldn't be a problem. Are you acquainted with him somehow? Acquainted? Oh, I'm in his debt, if anything. A debt? I intend to pay in full. Oh, did he hit you or something? It's beyond me what depth the Blessed Dragon could have with the beggar named Jungpal. But I pity the fool regardless. Those are lightstones. No wonder this place is so well lit. An interesting picture for a place intended to be hidden from the world at all costs. Goes to show the incredible wealth the immortal physician had at his disposal. Still, that much should not be a surprise. Each of his primordial panacea pellets is said to have sold for 1,000 bars of gold. Damn, what's suddenly darker in here? He's taking them out. He's taking the money. Master Blessed Dragon, what are you doing up there? Making us some money, of course. Money. That's a big one. This is not exactly what I expected when he said he would lead the way. Yo, he's gonna make it dark. But is this the best time for that? For all we know, Wudang may already have the panacea in their hands. Who cares? Who cares about the panacea? I want them shiny rocks. I doubt it. You do? And what makes you so sure? Because they're still on the move. Surely not. Is he able to feel their chi waves all the way from here? All I can glean is a vague sense that there's a group of people far ahead of us. And even that is no more than a hazy intuition. Yet he speaks as though he senses the other's presence clear as day. How can someone so young possess such keen senses? Still, they might reach the treasure before us at this rate. I suppose they will. That should make things easier for us, ironically. Easier? How? You'll find out once we get there. That means they have triggered all the traps. Oh, another big one. Was I truly right to trust this scoundrel? No. Is it just me, or is the hallway becoming increasingly narrow? I think you're right. It was wide enough for 5 of us to walk side by side when we first entered. But now it will be tight squeeze for 3 of us. I see. No reason why it would be designed this way. Say, I've also been smelling something foul since earlier. Oh, sorry, that's just me. What? Yeah, I farted. It's blood. Well, shall we? How many has he taken now? Oh my god. Chungmyung. How are you gonna carry all them beads? Them shiny beads with you while fighting? Meh, I'll manage. What? Chungmyung? Look! Huh. Yeah. This is strange. The blood around their mouths is black, not red. Poison. Was there a poison user among those who went ahead of us? Or traps? It was a trap, yeah. A trap user. Look closely. The bodies are riddled with poison needles. Oh, there we go. Not from a single direction either, but several. That's true, then this entire hallway may be rigged. Should I climb the roof? Should I climb on the guy? What? Stop, Tony. The entire affair may end up doing more harm than good. Chungmyung? Chungmyung, there are dead bodies in the way. In the way of what? In the way of what? We risk ending up the same way unless we keep moving. And take care not to touch anything you see around you. It may mean the difference between life and death. Understood. So this is the way of the world. It's becoming abundantly clear to us once again that we are far away from the safety of Mount Hua. One wrong move and we could lose our lives. Do you think there will be more traps like this ahead? Who knows? Obviously. What? I have no way of knowing what kind of man the immortal physician was, but I can say for sure that this is no mere treasure vault. If the immortal physician had simply sought to use this tomb as his resting place, there would have been no need for such contraptions. The traps led in these passageways hint at the hidden intent of the tomb's architect. The degree of danger we are in depends on the nature of said intent. Oh, look over there. What? It's a different color from the light stones we've seen so far. Don't take that out, you idiot! A rare shade of red like this one should fetch a pretty price. What the hell did you just do? Being a step ahead of you for once, Blessed Dragon. I spotted this unusual light stone before you did. You're gonna die. Not even you could lay claim to every single one of these light stones. I'm sure you won't mind if I take one for myself. I warned you not to touch anything that looked suspicious. Huh? What the fuck happened? Did we lose light? You really want to die, don't you? The fuck? What is flying towards us? Is that a rock? Is this Indiana Jones? Fly, you fools! Yo. Fly, you fools! Okay, Gandalf. Run for your lives! Fly, you fools! Faster, you lazy beggars! Your life depends on, or we'll all be crushed to death. This is what I get for even associating with you useless bums. Did you hear me the first time? I told you not to touch anything, but you just couldn't keep your hands to yourself, could you? Been around the martial arts world long enough to know better. Your beggar underlings should be ashamed to serve a cell leader like you. How was I to know that would happen? I told you! The Blessed Dragon himself plucked out an armful of those things with no trouble. But the moment I so much as touch one, the whole place comes crumbling down. How is that fair? It was red, remember? Pretty obvious. Ah, it's almost upon us. Run! If you lag behind, you get left behind. The path is narrowing still. We must run in single file. Ugh. Get a move on! Yo, you just can't. You'll be the death of us if you keep slowing us down. Come on, Dai Guangho. What's gotten into you? You're better than this. There's no time to look back. Keep running. Zhangbiang! Just go! Damn it. Holy shit. There! I see light! A light at the end of the tunnel. Don't run towards the light. Run towards the light. Run faster. Run, you fools. We've not a moment to waste. Almost there. We can make it. Go. Everyone just flew. We can make it. How the hell we gonna make it? Fucking kick stuff. There. I'm still alive. I lost so many shiny beads because of you. It was only the hallway that was set to collapse. We ought to be safe for the moment. Zhangbiang! Zhangbiang! Where are you? Curse this place! Zhangbiang's just like chilling behind him. What the fuck are you doing? Or he's just gonna punch the... Zhangbiang, do you hear us? The Blessed Dragon. Master Blessed Dragon! Young Master. He was the very picture of youth, the future luminary of the martial arts realm, and now, because of my greed and stupidity, I'm to blame for this. Because of me! Master Blessed Dragon! Huh? Ah, stupid goddamn rocks. Young Master, praise the heavens, you're alive! Of course I'm alive. Did he crush his hands? Hold on now. Master Blessed Dragon, just a moment. I'm sure you have much to say, but sometimes words just won't cut it. Why else would there be a war and conflict in this world? My fist will say more than words ever can. Wait. Wait. The Tao reigns eternal. And the eternal reigns in me. The Tao reigns eternal. And eternal reigns. Huh? Damnation! Such malice for a so-called immortal physician. What purpose did he fill his grave with these deadly contraptions? Elder! The rabble are gaining on us. This adventure has defied my expectations at every turn thus far. If the entire horde of riffraff that had trailed behind us made it in here, they would have fought tooth and nail to keep each other from advancing. On the contrary, not only were there fewer who entered the tomb than I expected, each one of them is formidable in their own right. Some have even formed a temporary alliance of sorts, whereas I expected them to keep each other in check. They seek to balance the threat of Wudang as the foremost faction here. Still, something is amiss. Given that nothing is going to plan, I cannot help but ponder if there is some sort of devious intent at work here. I mean, you're right. Could it be that brash youth from the Magnus Sect? No, it cannot be. That defies all sense. Spreading rumors of the treasure map was a clever ruse that is certainly plausible for a precocious young man like him. But reading several steps ahead to orchestrate this entire fiasco from the shadows is a different matter altogether. Elder Hyozan, our lead is disappearing fast. The rabble are hot on our heels. Hyowan! Yes, senior brother. Stop them from advancing as best you can. I shall press forward with a select few. Understood. Jian, Mugil, Mupyang, the three of you with me. We shall be the first to reach the primordial panacea. Yes, Elder. Leaving behind the bulk of our force to buy time is not exactly a brilliant stratagem. The absence of myself and others would likely place the rest of our disciples at risk. Sacrifices must be made in order to ensure that the primordial panacea pellets fall into our hands. Agree. Poison arrows, duck! Damn the immortal physician. Thought he dealt in medicine, not poison. Exactly as if hiding in this place. Elder Hyozan, I'm hit. Up ahead. Nah, okay. Up ahead. I sense someone approaching. Someone? Indeed, I sense it too. From the ancient darkness of this surely abandoned place. Is it undead? Something wicked. This way comes. Moving toward us. The Taw protect us. Strange twisted figures. Yeah. Entirely devoid of life. Damn. Fight for your lives, everyone. Him. Why? Damn it all! What manner of fresh hell is this place? Just what was the immortal physician thinking? Elder Hyozan, they're upon us. They're upon us. There's so many zombies. So many of them. They're no more than walking corpses bound to serve them. Take pity and send them to their eternal rest. Yes, Elder. Yes, Elder. The immortal physician. Perhaps we were mistaken to think that title was earned by his benevolence. If this is the kind of malice he bore in truth, then there may be no escape for any of us. Damn, so many. This isn't right, young master. Strictly speaking, I'm by far your elder. Come again? Duh. If I had my way, I would tear that beggar's hair out until he's bald. For some strange reason, this body hesitates whenever I try to bust an old geezer's head open. You should be so lucky to have the blessed dragon of Mount Hua beat you to death right here and now. You deserve far worse. That's right. Why? We ought to just bury you alive. I knew that fool would mess everything up one day. Some cell leader you are. I wish I'd never met that useless tramp. You're so eager to die, leave us out of it. You disloyal hobos. You disloyal hobos. Calm yourself, Chung-Young. We cannot afford to dally here any longer. Fine. I'll let it slide just this once. Consider yourself fortunate. There will not be a next time. Do you hear me? I'm sorry, young master. Now, more importantly, where the hell are we? I see a gate, but it seems shut. Let's open that gate then. What? There's no sign of anyone going in or out. Did we find some hidden... Yo, are they going to bypass the zombies? Oh my god. They're still struggling against the zombies for days. And when they're finally done, it's like the primordial punish. It's empty. It's fucking empty. Chungman's all been there taking the recipe. Dilly-dally. There must be another way. As we were fleeing earlier. Run! If you lag behind, you get left behind. There's a path trailing off to the side. That's the path we should have taken. If only some greedy beggar hadn't caved in the entire hallway. I feel like you are finding a shortcut, though. In the outside world, I'm a senior member of the Gaibang Sect and a veteran martial artist in my own right. No use crying over spilled milk. Not like we have any way to retrace our stepsider. Can't you just, like, beat all the rocks away? It's like, come on. You can dig. Dig, fools! No, I think this is a shortcut. Retrace our stepsider. We have no choice but to keep advancing, so make sure to follow closely behind. And as for you, pauper, you touch anything unusual in here again, I'll make sure it's the last thing you ever touch with that hand. Yes, master. Also, all the bees are gone from him. Did he lose them? I didn't think about that, but I think he lost all his treasure. That's why he's mostly pissed. What is it? Do you see something? No, but I do smell something fishy. Forget it. Not important. The only way is forward. Huh. Well, this doesn't look inviting, but sure. Huh? This looks like a final resting place. What? Where are we going? Shut up and follow. Complete silence from here on out. Understood. Is there zombies? I said complete. But none of us made a noise. Then what's the infernal noise I keep hearing? It certainly isn't me. Is it bats? Bloodsucker bats. Holy shit! Them teeth though. Bats with sharp teeth and red eyes, I'm sure of it. And so many. We're dead. We need to kill them. You mean to tell me all those red dots up there are the size of the bloodsucker bats? Oh. Now you're scared of glowing orbs in this cave. They're just bats, Popper. They're just bats. Yeah, I'm gawking. We'll be alright as long as we keep quiet. Come on, let's move. Will we be alright? A moment, Shangyang. What? I'm quite familiar with the tales of bloodsucker bats, but I've never heard it mentioned that they have glowing red eyes. Huh? I don't know what you heard, but the way I heard it... Oh, that's right. The ones with red eyes are no ordinary bloodsucker bats. Instead, they're called Hellguard vampire bats. Yo, don't tell them that. If my memory serves, anyhow, to my knowledge, those foul things are usually only found in Yunnan province. They're not notorious for biting and sucking the blood out of their victims until there's nothing left of them but a dried out husk. I heard their size and weight far exceeds that of ordinary bats, and their hide is tougher than steel, making it hard for most martial artists to put a dent in one, let alone a swarm. Are they running? Changmyang, run! There'll be nothing left of you if they get close. Run! Why are you screaming? Oh, seriously. So much for standing by your fellow disciples in both life and death. Now it's every soul out for themselves. Did it wake up the bats? They woke up the bats. Oh, you fucking morons. What are these bats even doing in this cave? You tell me! Where else are bats supposed to live? You were the expert on bats but a moment ago. Don't ask me! Ask the damned immortal physician, that evil old coat. It's the one that brought them all the way from Yunnan and let them loose in here. Brother Sect leader. You see that fool over there in heaven? Beat some sense into him for me. Oh sure, I'll just smack around the greatest martial arts of his day. I'll go and do that. Then have your cronies do it instead. That was your usual method. That's how you used to keep me in line, remember? Who are you even talking to? What cronies? Never you mind, just move. I'm talking to you. Huh? Bang. Did it bite it? Crap. That's really it. They really are as hard as steel. Ow. Ah! It bit me! My arm! I can't move it. How did he get that wound from a tooth? Did he like slash with the teeth? Not bite, but slash? That's not the marking I would have expected. I can't move it at all. You can't move it at all. Oh my god. It's a paralyzing venom. As if their iron hide wasn't bad enough. They even carry a venom to paralyze their prey. I hadn't heard about that. Enough is enough. I've had it with these blood-sucking bats in this godforsaken cave. Yo, is this like... I've had it with these motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking plane. Is that what it is? Yo, did you just take a snakes on a plane reference to me? Now that's a bite. Did he just rip off flesh? Is that flesh? You bat out of hell! Bat out of hell. Never thought I'd use Gaibang's sacred techniques against a bunch of wild animals. Take this. Eightfold hallowed paw. It's really gonna do nada. He dodged. My eightfold hallowed paw. What manner of hellish creatures are these? I still don't get why Chongyung is keeping the beggars there, but we'll figure it out eventually. These monsters are working themselves into a frenzy over the smell of blood. There are too many of them. What are we to do against hundreds of these insatiable creatures? Even if I exhausted the last bit of my strength, I would struggle to take down 10 of them. If that. At this rate. We'll all be devoured alive with only our bones left to tell the tale. Nah, no Chongyung in there. Let's try again! What? What is it now? What you want? You must do something, anything. Let's try again. Damn it. Huh? Yo, he's creating light. Nice. That means someone can just either or jump down there from there. If we just like made a pathway up, doesn't that mean like anyone can just dig a little bit, take a rope down? Except there's like bats there though, so yeah, that's probably not the best move. Although there will be a lot of light if we dig from there. Could work. But yeah, we caught up with all the chapters on webtoon, I think. Then we did. So if you want more exclusive read-alongs, you gotta become a YouTube member of my channel. Also, Patreon is possible. Lots and lots of exclusive read-alongs there. But for now, subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video so hit the YouTube algorithm. Show me how much you want me to continue on reading this series. And yeah, if you want to get notified when I'm streaming, Discord is the way, because YouTube is horrible at notifying people. You should join my Discord in the description. There you'll be notified when I am streaming, second channel and Twitch and all that shit. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye.